but in every place in this country are rightly disturbed by the large numbers of illegal aliens entering our country. The jobs they hold might otherwise be held by citizens or legal immigrants. The public service they use impose burdens on our taxpayers. That's why our administration has moved aggressively to secure our borders more, by hiring a record number of new border guards, by deporting twice as many criminal aliens as ever before, by cracking down on illegal hiring, by barring welfare benefits to illegal aliens. In the budget I will present to you, we will try to do more to speed the deportation of illegal aliens who are arrested for crimes. We are a nation of immigrants, but we are also a nation of laws. It is wrong and ultimately self-defeating for a nation of immigrants to permit the kind of abuse of our immigration laws we have seen in recent years, and we must do more to stop it.
There are actions I have the legal authority to take as president, the same kinds of actions taken by Democratic and Republican presidents before me, that will help make our immigration system more fair and more just. First, we'll build on our progress at the border with additional resources for our law enforcement personnel, so that they can stem the flow of illegal crossings and speed the return of those who do cross over. We'll take steps to deal responsibly with the millions of undocumented immigrants who already live in our country. Even as we are a nation of immigrants, we're also a nation of laws. Undocumented workers broke our immigration laws, and I believe that they must be held accountable, especially those who may be dangerous. That's why over the past 6 years, deportations of criminals are up 80%. But even as we focus on deporting criminals, the fact is millions of immigrants in every state, of every race and nationality, still live here illegally. And let's be honest, tracking down, rounding up, and deporting millions of people isn't realistic. Anyone who suggests otherwise isn't being straight with you. It's also not who we are as Americans.
Immigration has always been essential to America. Let's end our exhausting war over immigration. For more than 30 years, politicians have talked about immigration reform, and we've done nothing about it. If you believe in a pathway to citizenship, pass it. There's over 11 million undocumented folks, the vast majority of here overstaying visas. Pass it. We can actually, if you actually want to solve a problem, I've sent a bill to take a close look at it. When I was president, when I was vice president, the president asked me to focus on providing help needed to address the root causes of migration. The plan was working, but the last administration decided it was not worth it. I'm restoring the program and asked Vice President Harris to lead our diplomatic effort to take care of this. I have absolute confidence she'll get the job done.
The crisis at the border with more than 18,000 children in federal custody.
Inside this tent facility on the southern border, so many children, they are sleeping on floors, side by side, huddled under foil blankets. The Biden administration refusing to allow journalists in to see for themselves. Facilities just like this one behind me, severely overcrowded, no place for a child. Crammed into pods, one pod housing more than 400 boys.
The Border Patrol detaining a record 3,200 unaccompanied children in jail-like facilities not designed for kids.
More than 18,000 unaccompanied minors are currently in government custody.
Last month, the Border Patrol apprehended a little over 100,000 immigrants, including nearly 9,300 minors.
Critics who say they didn't do enough to plan for the surge after overturning many of Trump's hardline immigration policies, the administration still refuses to call the situation a crisis.
Well, children presenting at our border who are fleeing violence, who are fleeing prosecution, who are fleeing terrible situations is not a crisis.
The Biden administration is grappling with an intensifying humanitarian and political crisis at the border.
Other Democrats who consistently criticize the Trump administration for holding children in harsh facilities.
And those kids are alone, nowhere to go. Nowhere to go. It's criminal.
This morning, the Biden administration scrambling to find shelter for more migrant children arriving by the day.
The severely overcrowded conditions inside. Kids packed inside these pods. sleeping shoulder to shoulder on the floor under foil blankets. The White House downplaying the surge, saying it's nothing new.
What we see from the data is that these surges are cyclical. They're cyclical. They're not the result of one administration's policies or another administration's policies.
President Biden has ended a Trump administration policy of requiring would-be refugees to remain in Mexico during their asylum application process.
Thousands of migrants have converged under the bridge that connects Del Rio, Texas, and Mexico's Ciudad Acuña, creating a makeshift camp with basic services in intense heat in the latest border emergency facing President Joe Biden. Del Rio Mayor Bruno Lozano said that as of early Thursday evening, 10,500 migrants were under the Del Rio International Bridge, up from 8,000 in the morning. The migrants are mostly Haitians, Cubans, Venezuelans, and Nicaraguans are also present. The squalid conditions are reflective of the humanitarian challenge facing Biden. Border Patrol said in a statement it was increasing staffing in Del Rio to facilitate a safe, humane, and orderly process. Drinking water, towels, and portable toilets have been provided, while migrants wait to be transported to facilities, but some say that could take up to 5 days. Both migrants in Mexico.
Oh, shoot. That's just indiscriminate fire.
Capturing shocking footage of suspected cartel members firing automatic weapons indiscriminately across the border into the United States. As Texas looks like a war zone, border czar Kamala Harris skipped high-level security talks with Mexican officials to satisfy her sweet tooth at a New Jersey bakery.